Hello, I'm Dawn. This is.
Um,
Today we're going to be talking about a Steam game we've been playing, which is Long Live the Queen. It was a gift to me by the awesome James Gormley, also Dark Iridan, Morden, Meridius. He's a cool guy
he is a
and
man of many names.
gives this awesome game Long Live the Queen. It's a sort of it's a sort of sim game where you play a queen and you try not to die. You choose which classes you want to do, which is your stats basically in it. And
I've heard it referred to as a build a princess game, so I'm guessing that's kind of a genre that exists.
well, if Build a Princess is a genre, that's my first time in this genre anyway. So you pick your classes and stuff, and then there's like kind of pretty much random events. I mean, they're scripted in the story, so you could remember them or reload. But there's sort of random events happen that takes skill checks on those stats. Sometimes they kill you,
Frequently, they kill you.
basically. I, Judging from the name Long Live the Queen, I don't think you're supposed to complete it
You're
the
not
first
supposed to
time
live very long.
you play it. If you quick save, like save all the time and reload every time you mess something up and have multiple saves where you can go back further.
I need at least 3 weeks to increase my subterfuge skill for this thing, so I'll have to go back to my 16th previous save,
that would
that sort of thing.
that would probably be the only way to complete this game the first time you play it. It's more about the experience of being the princess and going to your classes and stuff like that. So, first off, what do you think of the gameplay in it?
There's not really a lot to the gameplay. It's pretty much just menus and then selecting conversation options. Um,
Sort of visual
it's,
novel style gameplay.
yeah, it's kind of split into three things where you select your classes at the start to select what skills you want to increase, and then there's like events that can happen during that week, and then you select what you want to do over the weekend, which is exploring different parts of the castle or talking to different people, and that has an effect on your mood, and your mood affects your ability to increase certain skills at certain rates.
Yeah, there's a bit of Sims style stat managing, like mood managing. You don't want to be too willful, you don't want it for certain stats, like you don't want to be too depressed or you'll be good at art but you'll be bad at military or I don't know. I don't remember them and that's not a good sign because
The
we
only one I
didn't really know
remember
what was
is
happening most of the
being
time.
angry makes you good at increasing your fighting skills.
Yeah, being angry makes you good at fighting. It's not very easy to know what to do in that respect. So a lot of the time you're just kind of trying to keep your skills.
You don't really know what skill checks are going to come up, and you are going to fail a lot of them.
It's not really worth like going completely polar in one direction to maximize that skill because you're just going to need to bring it back down like later anyway. So, well, it depends. I suppose it depends what kind of princess you're trying to build, and that was part of the problem was that some of the skills in this game are pretty much useless, and some of them seemingly innocuous ones, no spoilers, are really important in the game, and that I think can be a bit tedious for players because it's like what's the point in being able to build your own princess if some of the skills are worth a lot more than others in the actual game, but I don't see how else they could have really designed it to make all the skills equal either, so I felt like that took away from it slightly.
There are apparently a lot of different endings, and not all of them involve you dying, but
There is a lot of
having
ways
the
to.
right set of skills for any specific one is difficult to figure out.
Yeah, if you wanted 100% this game, like completionist style, then good luck to you because that's some serious guide following you'd have to be doing in there, I think. If you get like that, every turn matters in it, but I don't think every turn really matters in it. You can haphazard your way through with a few saves. Like you're like, oh well, that skill was important. I better reload and level that one.
Mm.
So what about the art style? Like, did you enjoy it? Obviously, it is a visual novel, so it's not 3D guns, toting graphics. It's just artwork.
It's pretty much just still images of the characters and maybe like a couple different ones for different facial expressions.
I thought the art was quite
The
endearing.
main one being the main character has a lot of different ones because she has. I don't remember exactly how many, but there's a bunch of different outfits you can wear for her to increase certain skills.
What's your favourite outfit?
The military outfit, kind of the general suit with the big gold shoulder pads and such.
Yeah, dress your princess up as a military officer. Whatever. This game is quite addictive. Like, it's the kind of game that you'll play through once, be really shit, and want to play again to try to
Not be so shit.
remember what happens in the game so that you can be not as shit. But yeah, then
Then you select a different option at one point and not remember exactly what you did wrong, and everything will be different.
yeah, you can change the game quite drastically though. There's a lot of kind of lore and stuff that you can find out depending on your skills. I thought the world and the lore was quite decent. It's quite vague, but that keeps it kind of like it doesn't enforce itself upon you too much. It kind of gives you a brief lore
Yes. Your imagination will fill in the blanks.
and lets you kind of put your own thoughts on it, which is quite good. I would say like for a game that you can play in an evening, and you could probably play it on your phone or on a potato really. It's quite an addictive game to play in an evening or two. I guess all that's left is, would you recommend this game?
Yes.
Yes, I would recommend it as well. I would say you'd have to be a fan of visual novels, or at least open to like not very fast paced game, but
It's good for a few hours, but if you really get into it, there's a lot more there. It just will be quite repetitive.
I'd say it is a game for girls, but actually it's also for everyone. Like I would say that it's traditionally like a genre for girls, but this game is very well written and very endearing, so I would actually say it doesn't matter. If you're a boy and you want to try this game, you should definitely check it out. If you're a girl and you like visual novel style games, then you'll really enjoy this one, I think. It has a good storyline and yeah, very addictive. I give it probably about 7 out of 10. 7 princesses out of tiara. What would you give it?
Yeah, I was thinking 7 as well.
7 as well. Yeah, this game's a pretty solid 7 out of 10. Like, if you can get it cheap, like I wouldn't pay a lot of money for this game, but if you can get it cheap, then it's definitely worth a punt to entertain yourself for the evening. Please tell us what you think of Long Live the Queen if you've played it. Let us know in the comments below.
Tell us how you died.
Tell us how you died, yeah. We won't spoil her, but we died a couple of times. There,
Couple.
yeah, at least a couple of times. If you haven't played this game, then you can let us know if you fancy getting it or what puts you off it. And please leave a like and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Take care.